Hey, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I wanted to go through a very solid power axe build for the Bulwark to help you get through those hard daily and weekly stratagems that provides a lot of armor regeneration and also a very fun mechanic with the power axe that helps you deal with crowd control. So to start off the video, I wanted to dive right into the secondary weapon, which is going to be the rate of fire plasma pistol. Plasma pistol in particular to help with AoE effect on your gun strikes, but primarily we're going to be building this plasma pistol for ammo economy, so additional ammo and then a little bit of additional damage for those gun strikes. So we're going to start off with plasma collection, which is this weapon's energy reserve increases by 20%, then into rapid cooling. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, this weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Next would be plasma collection again, increasing the weapon's energy reserve by 20%, and then into divine might, damage increased by 10%. Into Great Might, damage increased by 10% against Terminus level enemies. Next would be again Plasma Collection, increasing the energy reserve for the weapon by 20%. And then Perpetual Velocity, shots charge 20% faster. And then next after that, Efficient Charge. Charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy, and finishing with Perfect Cooling. After perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. So we're mainly using this for that AoE gun strike off of the power axe fencing build, and then also charge shots to help restore contested health when it does get low, so you don't run out of health points. After that, we are going to move into the melee weapon, being the fencing variant for the power axe in the relic tier. And to start off the perk tree, we are going to start with Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. After that, Coup de Grace, the last strike of a light combo, deals 25% more damage. And then next, again, Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. Into counterattack. So the first light attack within 5 seconds after a perfect parry or perfect block deals 25% more damage. After that is going to be Riposte, which is after performing a power backstep, hold attack to perform an overhead strike. And with the fencing and balanced power axe, you do this very cool mechanic, which is called a power backstep into a power stance, into a power backstep, which allows you to set up for a power backstep which shoots a wave out and acts as a form of crowd control. After Riposte, we are going to go into Hard Target. While performing a light combo, you take 15% less range damage, which does play into our perk tree here, which I will show you with Scrambled Targeting. If you are surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 25% less damage from ranged attacks, so that is going to work really good in synergy with that. But primarily, again, we are going to be using this for that power stance and power backstep. So after Hard Target, we go into Tactical Retreat. Power backstep deals 25% more damage. And then into Cleaver, damage increases by 10% against Majoris level and higher enemies. And into Rebound, speed style attacks restore 100% more contested health. And then we finish off with Discharge. Overhead strike deals damage around the target. Cooldown is 15 seconds. So the way that we're going to use this weapon primarily for crowd control is off a parry, we will go to Power Stance, which is that mechanic specifically for the power axe. And when you do a power backstep, you shoot a wave out, which basically can cancel any unblockable attack or attack incoming from Minoris, Majoris, or Extremis level enemies. It can also cancel attacks from enemies like the Hellbrute and the Hive Tyrant, as they do have a stagger mechanic, which is for a Terminus level enemy, but it won't cancel the attack pattern for something like a Carnifex, for instance. So using this power backstep and shooting out that power wave allows us to break up the incoming horde wave, say a Majoris with Minoris, and then allows us to focus specifically on that hard priority target, which is going to be the Majoris Extremis level or Terminus level enemy. In addition to that, the Discharge perk allows you to jump into hordes and into specific enemies and create an AoE blast that also helps spread out enemies and helps with that crowd control mechanic, like I said. So you can focus on those higher level enemies, take them down, and then focus on the weaker Minoris enemies. So after that, we are going to go into the perk tree, starting off with the first perk being Intimidating Aura. After perfectly timed parry, deals area of effect damage within a 5-meter radius. Cooldown is 5 seconds. Second to that being Scrambled Targeting. Again, if you are surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 25% less damage from ranged attacks into Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you take 30% less health damage, and that's incoming melee and range damage as well. Our team perk for this is going to be Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment, which is super important because armor in this game basically takes any melee hit that you receive and only turns it into armor loss, not health loss. So whenever you have armor, any melee hit that comes in, you will only lose armor, and that doesn't matter if it's from a Minoris, a Majoris, Extremis, or Terminus level enemy. So having armor is key in this game, especially on the hard mode, where getting hit 1 to 2 times can take you from 100% health to almost 0 health. In the next tree, we go into Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies within its area of effect. This basically turns your banner into a shock grenade, which can deal damage to Minoris, Majoris, Extremis, and Terminus level enemies, and pretty significant damage at that. After that, we use Invigorating Icon. When the banner is activated, all squad members regain maximum contested health, but it recharges 50% slower. This is for bailing your teammates and yourself out of sticky situations. And with the Plasma Pistol variant that we use, you can plant the banner and immediately fire on Majoris, Extremis, Terminus level enemies and regain all of your contested health in a very quick period of time. After that, we have Inspiration. All squad members within the banner's area of effect deal 20% more damage. This includes yourself. So planting the banner down, getting that shock AoE effect, and then also having Inspiration being able to deal 20% more damage is just going to allow you to clear hordes so much quicker. And then for our signature perk, we are going to take Armored Advance. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. Being able to no knockback in this game pretty much saves you in any circumstance, any heavy hit, any incoming melee hit. Not being able to be knocked back is super important, especially when, like I said, taking 1 to 2 hits on hard mode in stratagems can basically take you from 100 to 0% health. And then for our prestige perks, the first perk we're going to take is Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your secondary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. So this, again, is just to help with the ammo economy for that plasma pistol. Make sure you have consistent ammo at all times, especially on modifiers like Extreme Challenge, when there are so many Extremis level enemies that you constantly need to regen your ammo. Next after that would be Overcharge. Charge attack damage increases by 20%. And this perk does activate when you do your Whirlwind Strikes with the Power Axe. And then Masterful Defense. Ability charge is restored by 1% for every blocked ranged attack. And this is perfect for those Devourers who have range damage come in. Also those Soul Reaper Cannon Terminators. Being able to put your shield up and restore basically all of your banner is extremely efficient. So you basically can have unlimited banners at your disposal when there are multiple Extremis on the field. And then lastly, we're going to take Standard Bearer. When Chapter Banner activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. This basically allows you to get your banner off and then deal out or intake any significant damage that is coming in, or to knock down any hordes that are coming at you. So using your banner effectively, using it to heal your teammates, using it to restore armor is the most effective way to play the Bulwark in these hard stratagems, especially when you have difficult modifiers like Extreme Challenge, Major Challenge, that are going to spawn more Majoris, more Extremis level enemies, and be very difficult to traverse, even with a very solid 3-man team. So that's going to be the build for the Bulwark with the Fencing Power Axe. If you guys like this content, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and here's some gameplay of me playing through a hard daily mission with this specific build.
Are required to create a successfully destructive blast.
More equipment here.
Charge primed.
explosives to place batteries. Prime explosives. We are ready to ambush the target, Commander.
The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge, and lure the Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
I feel like whenever I jump into a join in progress mission, it's always super sweaty right off the bat. And I honestly haven't played Bulwark in a while, so like I have to double tap I have to double tap the parry button to get past the block mechanic.
Waste nothing, brother.
But I really like this fencing power axe Bulwark build setup, especially with the Space Wolves cosmetics. It just looks badass. Like true Space Wolves lore accurate.
Camouflage charged. Our banner awaits unfurling.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company.
Probably going to be an extremist spawn when he goes in this back corner right here.
It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
That is about to change. A Tyranid overlord approaches from this corridor. That's...
And we have no armor
Without
boost and
armor
only
support to tackle a target that big.
one
We may
armor
have to bring
segment.
down the supply bridge. We already took the liberty of rigging it to explode. Is this a withdrawal order? Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord. May the Emperor guide our lasguns to your support. Ready up, Eighth! Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of! They're making another push over the bridge!
I'm going to take this right side, and I'm going to go right to the edge right here because I know at least two Majoras are going to pop up here. But always check for these barrels.
Got a pile up below. Don't let them climb. Clue. The Hive Tyrant is on its
Come on,
way.
here they come.
But it is a hard to see those between you and they are as point blank daggers.
that's why I love the power axe, because when you parry and you do your power backstep, you can cancel any unblockable, any combo move. Oh, and just throwing the power axe just feels so fucking sick. Like, that's the sickest execution on a Minoris, is he jumps at you and you just throw the power axe and knock him right out of the sky.
Sending front.
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment. Detonate the charges now.
This is tenacity. The ambush was a success.
It is not dead.
Lieutenant Titus, please repeat.
Looks like we got a Dark Angels heavy with plasma and a looks like a Raven Guard sniper. Like, what a squad, honestly.
The lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Confirmed.
We can hold this position, Lords.
I see it trying to dig itself out.
GC in this back corner. Get right in there. Right off the edge. I never like it when it's too quiet. I feel like when it's too quiet, that's like Extremist spawn, Lictor gonna jump my ass.
Let us relieve the Hive Giant of its life.
So you gotta stay ready.
We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
expect.
That shock grenade does work. And strategy-wise, like, I know that the Heavy's got the automatic plasma, and the Sniper has that long-range advantage with the bolt sniper rifle, so going into a horde like that, I sort of wait and I'm patient, and then I spring in once they start firing, because it causes more disruption, it causes more stagger on the enemy, which creates more opportunity for me to land strikes.
There is no going back, brothers.
Tell us a report.
Like, I see a lot in this game, especially because it is like a power fantasy. Guys running in and
Vox signal negligible.
they'll just start like attacking on their own, and it's like a 6v1,
Forward.
and then they go down, and it's like, well, if you have the support from your teammates, like, it's going to be a lot easier to manage those hordes. So I go right by.
The Xenos leader bescales the building. Take to the roof.
And especially with Banner using the, I believe the perk is Purity of Purpose, where it creates a shock field around your banner. Putting that in like a centralized area to let the Minoris run into that, they pretty much die immediately, but it then causes like such significant damage to Majoris that it only takes so many hits to take them down.
Equipment found. Keep going forward. For the Emperor.
Versus class 3's cornered.
Encircle and eliminate.
Resupply.
Enhanced tactics ready. Heavy bioactivity from the target.
You see my plasma shots phasing through the Hive Tyrant though?
Just triggered a side warning in my suit.
And then I get a little invulnerability during his little move right here. Easy win.